too. So
Okay,
that's
we're
what
going
was.
live now. So yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, we are
Okay.
live.
Let's focusing on what we're doing.
What are we
Oh
doing?
my God.
Hello.
You're driving me crazy. I love you so much,
Uh,
but fuck. Like seriously.
all right, let me just bring my little Zen
Oh
triangle.
my lordy lord. All right, you beautiful people. Welcome to Walking in the Shadows. Today we've got some Aurora Borealis behind us and a little bit of Earth. Welcome.
Well, it could be
Yeah.
Earth or it could be a planet. Who knows?
Oh, it could be
Probably Earth.
actually.
We haven't quite
Actually,
figured out where it is yet, so
yeah, I think New Zealand is just kind of down on that little blop at the bottom there. What do you
are you
think?
sure? Are you sure we're even on the map?
Oh, there are certain maps. Let's be honest.
There
There
are
are certain
definitely
maps
certain
that
maps that are
do not
not
do not have New Zealand on there at
that
all.
are in embassies as well. That's what cracks me up. There are
They don't
certain
have
maps in embassies, and New Zealand's not even
oh
on them.
yeah, true story. Yeah, there
Yeah.
are many maps, and especially American embassies that don't have New Zealand on
I
them.
think it was the Canadian one as well, or something. I'm sure it was the Canadian one as well. It was like
It's
this big
so
map, and it had
funny.
Australia. I was like, "Where's New Zealand?"
It's not on there. It's so funny. Oh,
That's
sad.
fine. That's fine because when it turns to shit, everyone else will get hurt, and they'll be like, "Well, no, there's no country down there. It's just a fake one."
New
Yeah.
Zealand's fake. Oh my God, I wonder if there's a conspiracy around that. Is New Zealand a real country or
Well,
if it just drawn on?
they don't think Australia is real, and that's what I find really funny. Like I've seen very serious conversations that Australia is a fake country and we're all just actors and it's not real.
Yeah, I feel
So,
like I've seen that too and just gone, what
yeah,
the
yeah,
hell?
yeah,
That's
yeah.
you
No,
people.
there's this whole thing that Australia is not real. We're not a real country. And then somebody said that we were actually Norway. Okay.
Oh, that's excellent. You are Norway. It's a true story.
Yeah.
The problem
Yes.
is like things actually do want to eat you in Australia. Like it's not a lie. Like Australia is
Oh my
100%
God.
real and things want to eat you there and including the people
Everything wants to
and
eat you,
including the people. And
including the people.
um
Not that I
the
know of
Australia
recently,
needs more
but yeah.
yeah. Yeah, it was a true story.
The
What up,
crocodile.
Mira? Hi, Mira. Thanks for joining me,
Hi.
girlfriend.
Look, I
Um,
apologize, everyone. I'm on my new iPad. I'm still sorting out the kinks of my new iPad and have to keep using my finger, and it's very annoying.
yeah, we're trying to figure it all out. But I tell you what, like, thank God she's finally got an upgrade because the old Apple Mac was dying a slow death.
Oh, it really was. And I couldn't even download pictures anymore or documents. And at least with this, I once I get everything sorted out, I'm going to be able to take you guys to like the Heritage Park, and my background will probably be kangaroos jumping around. So that's kind of why I wanted to do it. And I thought that'd be really, really cool. And we'll just,
And
just
that'll
have
be proof. It'll basically just be proof that Australia is real and kangaroos are real. And then
yeah.
you can show us the scary caterpillars that want you to die via touching the caterpillar and fire in your fingers.
And then you just have to make sure that because it's early morning, because it'll be morning here, that's when it's a warm day, all the snakes come out onto the rocks, and I like to sit on the rocks. So you just have to walk around a few times to make sure there's no snaky snakes. And then
Reasons to
yeah.
join us for our live streams is literally that Juliet will be going to the bush in Australia and you never know what you're going to see.
No, you don't.
What an
Oh my gosh.
opportunity.
Yeah.
What
Oh
an
look,
opportunity.
we've just found at work we've got a massive blue tongue lizard. So she's probably about 60, 70 centimeters long. It's a female. She's really gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. So
I gotta
I like seeing her in the morning. She's coming out in the rocks. And then we had another like quite long lizard, probably about 30 centimeters long the other day. So
Oh, that's cool.
yeah,
Take some
being
photos. Take some photos and
I
put them up on
tried.
our
She runs
social
away.
media. Oh, she's
She
camera
runs
shy.
away. She's very camera shy. So I'm thinking of dropping off some rock melon for her
Oh,
because they
cool.
love rock melon. So I thought I might chop up a bit and
Some
throw
blue
some rock
tongue
melon.
lizards are so cool. Hey, do you remember when you
Yeah.
were little and we used to, in the dairies, like in the candy stores, we used to get a thing called a car bluey, which was like a
Yeah.
big lolly, and you shove it in your mouth and everything goes blue
Goes
and
blue.
turns into chewing gum. That's all I can think of is a blue tongue lizard. Too
Yeah,
many car
yeah.
blueys.
They're really cool. I
So,
mean, they're pretty shy and they're not dangerous. They can give you a bit of a nasty bite, but they're
mm,
pretty gentle and stuff like that. But they do get really big, so they're quite pretty.
awesome. Hey,
So yeah,
Hey, today we're talking about supernatural boss babes, amazing women running supernatural businesses that you may or may not have heard
yeah.
of, and they may be in your backyard. And you should definitely go and hang out with these girls, right? We're going global. We've got places all around the world that we're going to talk about, women that we think are just awesome doing really, really cool shit.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited about this episode because we've kind of been talking about doing something like this for such a long time, and it's
Yeah.
kind of come to fruition where we can actually kind of showcase some other
Yeah.
women doing
And,
cool stuff.
and it's sad because like we can only show so many, but I mean,
Mm,
there are many different business types of business that are within these industries, from artists
yeah.
to people running paranormal businesses, research,
Oh, yeah.
all that kind of stuff. And we will release, we've got all the information here. We just really encourage you guys, go and check them out. Go check their
Yeah.
stuff out and see what they're doing. Give them a like, give them a wave, and there's just very, very cool,
Support them,
cool
right?
women.
Like
Yeah, support them
local
absolutely.
businesses are super important because that's what keeps our economy going, right? And there's so
Yeah,
many podcasters that only last for a short number of, months most of the
yeah,
time. If you can make it for a couple of years as a podcaster, you're absolutely smashing it. And the same with businesses. Small businesses are really, really hard to maintain. And most of the time, it's a labor of love. If you're in the
yeah,
Bigfoot industry or the paranormal industry, it is a labor of love. And a lot of the time, you're putting your own money into these businesses.
yeah,
So instead of going and buying stuff from, another country or, whatever, go and support local because these
yeah,
people, guys and girls, are putting their hard work and their blood, sweat, and tears, to put it nicely, into their businesses and the products
yeah,
that they make and that sort of stuff. And I did an interview with a lady called Tina from Journey to the Haunted the other day, and she's absolutely amazing. And her husband Mark essentially create their own spirit boxes and other paranormal hunting equipment. And I had no idea that they did this alongside a whole heap of other things. And so, yeah, if you are interested in getting yourself some really cool equipment, investigations, that sort of stuff, go and find them, go and see them,
yeah.
have a chat with them. They've got some really cool technology coming out where they've got things like EVP readers that literally read it on the spot. As soon as it comes through, it reads it straight away so that you don't have to go back through all the audio recordings, that sort of
So
stuff.
it's a
For
lot more
times like
finely
that.
tuned, is it? Yeah,
Sure, yeah, things
yeah,
like that.
awesome.
So I thought that's like that sort of stuff's so cool because they make it themselves. It's not
Yeah.
imported from somewhere else. It's literally Mark doing it all. So
Mm.
yeah, journey into the haunted if you are looking for any sort of investigation tools, which
Yeah, yeah.
I thought was really,
And
really cool.
anyone out there, if you've got these local businesses that are in your backyard, put them in the links. Let us know who
Yeah,
they are. We are all for supporting, men and women within this industry.
absolutely.
If they've got a shop, if they're selling stuff from Etsy or they've got a web page, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, chuck it in the links, tell us a little bit about them, or
Yeah.
get us to reach out to them. Yeah, it would be really, really
Oh,
cool.
yes. Yeah, we're all about
Yeah.
supporting. And today, that is what this episode is about, which I'm super excited. And yeah, who knows where we're going to go because I have no idea what Juliet's got, and Juliet has no idea what I've got. So we shall see. Now, really quickly, if you are watching this right now, or if you are watching this later, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are growing this puppy. We're looking at taking over the world, but it's going to need a couple more subscribers. So please subscribe, turn on the notifications so you don't miss anything. There'll be some really cool premiered interviews coming out really soon before Christmas.
Yeah.
Interviews that we've done with alien abductees, Oh gosh, all sorts. We've got an interview coming out about the chupacabra. And
Mm-hmm.
that was pretty amazing and mind-blowing. We've got so many cool things about to be released. So subscribe and hit the notifications so you don't miss
Yeah,
anything.
don't miss those.
Please,
Yeah.
please do so. And the other thing you can do is you could pop over to cryptidwomensociety.com. There it is.
We're a bit backwards today.
cryptidwomensociety.com. If you don't have a Christmas present for the woman in your life, be it your mum, your sister, your wife, your partner, your
cousin,
daughter, your cousin, your auntie, your niece, a woman in your life that is into the paranormal, into cryptozoology, into the UFOs, into the aurora borealis, into the cosmic connections. Maybe she just wants to astro travel. Now is the time to get her a membership. What an amazing gift you could give instead of just a bloody coffee cup or another set of socks. Because God knows I love socks. I do love socks. But
I like socks too.
To cryptidwomensociety.com, you can get her an amazing membership over there. She can become a truth seeker and she can join our community where you get all sorts of amazing VIP goodies in the back end, which is essentially our members portal. You can join the dungeon over there, R18, where all the interesting, fun, naughty stuff happens.
Naughty stuff happens.
With the gathering where we've got our forum and all of the women that are a part of our community get to come in and chat and have those conversations about the evidence that they've just found, about cool locations, all of the above. You can join Shadow Talk where we do our VIP interviews, guest interviews, and you can actually get involved in the Q&A part of that. For the entire interview, you can ask anything you want to these people. And should I announce it? Should I announce it now?
Do it. I have no idea what she's announcing. I never know. She goes, should I announce? I'm like, okay, maybe.
Okay. No, I'm going to announce it. I'm going to announce it. I'm going to announce it because it is locked in.
I don't know what it is, but here we go.
The first week of December. First week of December, we have an exclusive members only Q&A in Shadow Talk, which means you're going to need a membership to get involved with this Q&A in Shadow Talk. And it's with the amazing host of Expedition X, Heather Amaro. So Heather is coming to join us. We are so excited. I am so excited.
Yeah.
But you have to be a member. This is the type of people that we've got coming to us to talk to our members and do a Q&A members only. That means any questions you have about Expedition X, Josh Gates, any of the above, paranormal,
Phil Torres, everyone.
Yeah, all of them, you can ask Heather on the first week of December.
Yeah.
So
yeah, there's been some like investigations that she's done where I've gone, oh my God, like I have questions. Yeah. I have questions.
So we are so excited. She is one of many amazing people that we've got joining us as a guest into Shadow Talk. And man, we are pumping out the interviews. Every week we've got people coming to join us. So all you have to do is get yourself a membership. So simple. And there's so many other fun things in there as well. Anyway, let's talk about supernatural boss babes. Women running the coolest companies you need to get involved with. Juliet, would you like to start?
I can. All right. So a couple of ladies that I've got here, I have met like at expo. So they're Melbourne-based ladies. One of them is like she's just the funniest girl. Her name is Katie Hollywood. So she is known worldwide.
What a name.
So
Katie Hollywood. That's perfect.
Katie Hollywood. Yeah. So she's an Australian comic book artist, and I found her at the expo last year or the beginning of this year, and we've been meaning to catch up and have a chat. I really want to get on and have a chat to her. Like her artwork is just sensational. Sure. So her career spans over 2 decades. So she literally started with the creator-owned series Deck Heads. So, which was a weekly feature in a music magazine called 3D for 5 years. So this girl, this lady, she is well established. She has done the most amazing stuff. So she's also done works like Arsenic Lullaby, Laughter of the Damned, and her own creator-owned series called Kulan, which is serialized in the Heavy Metal magazine. So if you know the Heavy Metal magazine, it's just, yeah, it's amazing. So in addition to like her comic work, she's a mom, she's an awesome mom, and she creates fine art and street art. So her stuff is it is just amazing. So
yeah, I remember when you first kind of showed me what her work looked like. I remember the day that you came home and you're like, dude, I found someone. I've met a lady. And I was like, first of all, Katie
this
Hollywood.
is her,
Coolest
Katie
name
Hollywood.
ever.
Yeah. She kind of looks like you. This is Kate. Sorry for my bad photos right now. I am still trying to sort
these
this
are
out.
awesome. And yeah, her work was phenomenal. And she does indigenous work as well, doesn't
Yes,
she?
yes. And that's what we're going to talk
Aboriginal.
about. So here we go. So this is Dark Heart. So this is the second. Oh no, this is number 3. I have number 1. So this is this is called the Indigiverse. So most people are oblivious to the dangers that lurk in the shadows. Dark Heart reveals a 65,000-year-old story of the outer protectors that stand between us and them. They defend the law that protects the people. If the law is broken by the dying of the light, who will stand and protect the evil that comes from the night?
Oh, cool.
So yeah, so this is such a so she's done this with, so the writer is Scott Wilson. She is the artist Katie Helton Ward, and the colors are Justin Randall. So this is an indigenous series, and it is just amazing. It is absolutely insane. So I don't know, like I'm trying to figure out. So oh yeah, this is really shit. So there's one there.
That's pretty cool.
So yeah, I don't know how. There we go. Oh my God, there we go. No, it's not going to do it. I couldn't find yet. I couldn't find it. But she has just done the most amazing artwork. Here is again some of her artwork. She's yeah, cool. She is just amazing. So you can find her stuff. Let me just put the oh no, now there photos. Now we're on double. That's cool. So I'm just going to put this one back up. So yeah, so Dark Heart. So this is number 3. So you can find her at katiehollywood.com. She has Instagram. She has Facebook. You can go onto her site. You can buy her art. She does a lot of the expos and stuff here. And she is just such a cool lady.
Sorry, Juliet, is she Katy?
No, KT. KT.
Oh, like as in the letters K.
Yeah, KT Hollywood. So we'll put the links in.
Hollywood. I'm doing it right now.
KTHollywood.com. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, and we're following her. Have a look through our Instagram and stuff like that. And she did her own series, which I was trying to find a picture of a thing, but again, this is going to be really bad. So this is her own.
Oh my God, you've got that perfect. Look at you.
I'm not moving. I'm not breathing. This is Kulan. I'm moving, but I'm not actually moving. There we go.
Wow, Kulan. That's so cool. So that's her series.
This is her series.
No, you screwed it up.
Screwed up. Sorry, guys. But like honestly, if you're into that stuff and you're really into like the Dark Heart has all the indigenous creatures like your bunyips, your yowies, like all this, really, really cool. Just information there is just insane. I remember
when you were first showing me, and the comic book that is the Aboriginal indigenous cultural stuff, the folklore stuff. It was so cool because the artwork is phenomenal, right? And it's mixed with like her main character, who was a guy, an Aboriginal guy, kind of working through the folklore and all that sort of stuff, and the different realms and the different dimensions or whatever. And it's so cool because it's the first time that we've found a comic book
anything
that was
like that.
cryptids and that sort of stuff based in Australia and Aboriginal lore. So definitely go search her. That's very
and him. So he's the guy.
He's the guy, is he?
He's the guy. He's the writer. Sorry, Scott Wilson. Sorry, Scott. Just an amazing. He's Aboriginal himself, so
cool.
It's just amazing. Like the story's awesome. The artwork is just amazing. So if you're really into that kind of indigenous stuff and into cryptids, it's something really different. To kind of get a hold of. So
that's cool, because you don't often see cryptid stuff, especially in Australia and New Zealand. Like we were talking about that the other day. There's such a lack of kind of cryptid based really anything.
Yes.
You know, but that's very, very cool. Love it. I'm so glad you showcased her. I was hoping
I know, like honestly, I haven't here we go. So Scott Wilson grew up obsessed with superheroes. So I did have this information before. I don't know where it's going. So that's why I put it on my PC, and I shouldn't have done that. So he grew up in Ruby, which is in Broome, spending his time on country and around WA tourist town. So he grew up just basically going, there's no comic books, there's no superheroes in, basically no native superheroes. So that's what he did. So he's an awesome dude. He's really, really talented.
So did Scott Wilson create the artwork? Is he the artist?
No, he's the writer. He's the writer.
Okay,
yeah. And Katie has done all the artwork and stuff with them. So they work together.
I'm just dropping their links and their names in the comments so people can go and find those.
Yeah, absolutely. They're just she's phenomenal, and she is just the coolest person.
It'd be so cool to get her on the show. We definitely got to do it. And it would be great to get Scott on the show as well. Let's reach out.
Get the both of them. That'd be so cool.
Awesome.
So so you go, your turn.
Can I do one now?
You do one now.
Cool. Awesome. Well, I'm also hanging out in Australia this morning. And it is this morning. Well, it's actually lunchtime at my house. It's this morning at Juliet's house because she's in Melbourne.
Yes.
But my first showcase is a lady called Alison Oborn, and she runs Adelaide Haunted Horizons over in South Australia, or over down in South Australia.
The side.
To me, it's uppy, but to Juliet, it's downish.
Yeah.
So I've got a little bit of information. I'll just run through this. Feel free to stop me and ask some questions. And then I've got a couple of photos.
Just to put in there, Adelaide is definitely on my bucket list to go. It has got such a like a lot of haunted, a lot of paranormal stuff down there, and it is really known for like paranormal stuff. It's quite a history, quite a wild history down that side of the west of me. Down in west.
It's such a challenge because Australia is huge, right? Australia is the size of America, or it's actually bigger than America, I think. So like when we talk about it, we're just like, just over there, but it's like 8-hour flight over there. It's like, it's not
11-hour drive down there. I mean, people in America would understand this, and like here, we're just like, Can
we just give a shout out to, hey Mira, hey indescribable Octoman, bro, we've got to change your name.
You're challenging Lisa. Just change it, just for fun.
Challenging my English, man. And hello to anyone else who's watching. I know there's a couple of other people sitting on here at the moment. Thank you so much for jumping in here. Right. So my first showcase is Alison Oborn. She is one of the most recognizable names in Australian paranormal tourism, and we like to call it dark tourism, and not because she chased trends or relied on theatrics. She earned her place by doing the work, years of historical research, disciplined field investigations, and a genuine commitment to preserving sites with difficult pasts. Before Haunted Horizons ever existed, Alison spent decades studying South Australian history, criminology, and the stories tied to abandoned institutions. And that's exactly what you were talking about, Jules. There's institutions.
The history down there is pretty dark.
Hard out. She was drawn to places where human experiences lingered, like gaols, i.e. jails, asylums, holding cells, work camps. Her early research work made her a sought-after speaker long before she became a business owner. So Alison has been in this game for such a long time, and that's why I wanted to showcase her, because she is exactly what we are about: doing good research, good understanding, not just the frights on the top end, not just that shallow kind of, you know, entertainment value. She is really doing the mahi and doing the things that matter, and that's why I wanted to showcase her today. So Alison grew up in South Australia, a region rich in colonial jailbirds and institutional history. Not colonial jailbirds, but a comma in between the two. Her interest wasn't a sudden spark. It was a slow burn. It took a long time. The kind that starts with a kid who'd rather read case files and historical reports than anything else. And we know a few of them.
That's so funny.
As an adult, she became deeply involved in documenting South Australia's hidden history, including archives connected to the old Adelaide gaol. While many people visit such places for novelty, Alison learned the names, the dates, the records, and the human stories behind the walls. That foundation made her approach stand out. History first, interpretation second, and paranormal curiosity shaped around documented context. I love it because it's based in some sort of fact, right? Not just bullshitting her way through. So she actually spent years of her own time at the Adelaide gaol. She worked directly with the site, learned its operations, studied its records, and developed a reputation for being meticulous. When the gaol's management changed and commercial tour operators started leaning heavier into entertainment, Alison chose a different path. That's when she left and she built her own company, the Adelaide Haunted Horizons, and you can see why she did. Specifically, she could run tours the way that she believed they should be done: historically accurate, ethically delivered, and grounded in real stories of the people who actually live and died in those places. And we see that quite a lot, right, with tours and that sort of stuff in these sort of locations. It turns into just a spook fest and a fright fest and all of that sort of stuff. And that's
and there's that real difference between if you're doing a paranormal investigation or you're doing a paranormal just walk around, you know what I mean? So they do the same here, you know, like you're like, oh, I want to do a paranormal, they don't call it investigation here, but you know, just a tour, do a ghost tour or something like that. So that is literally just going around and people jumping out and scaring you or telling you spooky stories, you know. And there's a few things of those floating around Melbourne, but if you want a proper investigation, you've got to go in, you know, with the equipment. Can you know, always look into these things. Can you take your own equipment? Do they use their equipment? You know, do you use any equipment at all? You know, there's also a very big difference between some of the investigations and stuff. Sometimes they'll go around with their own equipment and you just basically follow along behind. So yeah, if you're looking at going in and doing an investigation, you really want to kind of get through to the nuts and bolts. Ask those questions before you go in. Definitely.
Yeah. That's so important. And I think it would be worthwhile doing like creating a little checklist or something for people that do want to get into paranormal investigation. What to look for, what are the red flags, what are the go-aheads. Like that would be probably quite worthwhile, because you spend a shitload of money on these things, right? These tours around the world are not cheap. They will set you back a bucket load, man. And I know things like we talked about Waverly Sanatorium over in America, and that is really expensive to go and do that tour.
That's insane.
So you want to know what you're getting, right? You want to make sure that you're going there with the purpose of whatever outcome you want. Anyway, so Adelaide Haunted Horizons launched in 2010 and has since become one of the largest paranormal tourism companies in Australia. Did you know about them, Jules?
I know of them, because like I want to go to Adelaide, so she's kind of on my list of one of the she's on my list of one of the places where to go. When I go to Adelaide, this there. That's what I want to do.
You'll be like, Alison, I'm coming hang out. So Alison secured access to multiple high-profile locations that were really open to the public at night. And these included the old Adelaide gaol, Z Ward, which was the former criminally insane wing of the Glenside Hospital, very active. Red Roof Gaol in Burra, the Barossa Old Courthouse and the cells, and Old Tellum Town Pioneer Village, and several
Yes.
regional sites. So she literally has that licensing, if you will, to go and take tours through there. It says securing those sites required years of negotiation, police complaint licensing, risk assessments, and legal documentation, something that most people underestimate when imagining paranormal tour work. And I think that's really important. It was something we talked about ages ago in regards to, if you're going to take a group of people, you're going to get together with your friends, and you want to go on a paranormal investigation, be it with a tour group or just by yourselves, it's really important to research the site first, just from, not from a historical basis, but also from a police space, from a health and safety space, from a legal space. You don't want to get yourself in trouble for trespassing. You sure as hell don't want the police being called and you getting yourself into all sorts of shit. So always try and research as much as possible, dot the I's, cross the T's, so that you have a really great investigation.
Yeah. And especially, if you're going into old derelict buildings, and we've all done it, we have all done it. And it's not until you kind of get older that you realize that, there is like a bit of a safety risk there of, how stable is the building? Is something going to collapse in on you? So yeah, just be careful, still be little rebels out there, but just be careful about it.
It's that hole, but there was a hole in the gate. Anyway, moving right along. Haunted Horizons offers several options, and I love these. I just wanted to read them out because as I read through what she offers, I started realizing that I never wanted to go to Adelaide. So she offers public investigations. Sure, I can do that. Not a problem. Private teen nights. I could probably do that.
You could do that. Yeah.
Lock-ins, in quotation marks, for serious investigators. And that was at the point that I said, nope. You are not locking me into an asylum. I know what happens. Okay, I know what happens.
That's one of those nights where I'll have to trick you, but like, we're just doing a little investigation, right? Lock the doors, boys.
Lock in. I would be so incredibly angry at you. I would not forgive you.
That's right. You'll be in another cell locked away. You'll sort it out by morning.
Yeah, just hop into this freezer. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
She also offers photography sessions, special theme nights, and historical tours without any paranormal framing, which I love that. The historical tours would be really, really interesting without the paranormal stuff around it necessarily. But yeah, so basically that's kind of what she does. There's a whole heap of other stuff around this in regards to kind of what she does to support women in the space as well. It's really important that she knows the people that she's working with. She knows the people that are coming through on the tours. She's very hands-on as far as her business goes, and making sure that her team leaders are really, really great. She has loads of female investigators and team leaders that work within the Haunted Horizons business as well. And I just thought she was so cool that she really deserved a showcase mention on this episode.
Yeah.
And from where she's come from, like doing years of paranormal investigation, researching, all of the above. And so if you ever head down to South Australia, definitely look up Haunted Horizons and jump into one of those tours and let us know how it goes.
Yeah.
Excited about it. I've got some comments. Do you want to read some
go
comments?
For it.
Sorry to interrupt you there, my love.
Go.
Indestructible. Fuck. Indescribable Octoman.
He's like, I am indestructible.
He's like, I'm something right now. Anyway, he says, love your background, Lisa. I just got to see the Northern Lights the other day or a week ago or so. Amazing, right? Yeah, I was like Aurora Borealis. Is that? Yeah, Aurora.
Yeah, there's been a bit going on here too of all sorts of
we get the Aurora Australis, which is like a pink kind of purpley color, which is so beautiful. But I wouldn't mind going and seeing that one, that's for sure. Mira says, awesome, we have that going on here in NA2. It must be a global Octoman. You down under 2? He says, no, I'm in Massachusetts, actually. Got some decent pictures. This is his new accent. I'm the indescribable Octoman, and I'm American.
He's like, dear God, just stop talking.
I'm being an asshole. That's all right, I love you. Okay, yeah. Mira says she's on a cell phone, so forgive the problems with the EMF and no microwave, but that comes in handy on investigations. You should go back and look at one of our videos, one of our little reels that Juliet posted on CWS. It's right at the start is where we started, and we bought an EMF reader, like a little REM pod, and we put it up to the microwave to see if it would work. And all the comments underneath it are like, "I didn't realize you would take your microwave. Are there ghosts in the microwave? Do ghosts live in the microwave?"
Yes, we have a haunted microwave oven.
Yeah.
No.
Tricky little people there.
Very
anyway,
naughty.
hey, love it. What's next on the list of amazing women?
Okay, so I'm going to talk about, so this is a little bit different. So this is Coral Ann Lee. So let me get a picture of her.
Oh, I didn't show you any pictures.
Oh yeah, show us pictures. I was waiting for your pictures. All right.
Sorry, I forgot it.
I was about to go, where's your pictures?
My apologies. My apologies.
My apologies.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm very sorry. Okay, so this is, and I'm going to zoom in here. Boop, boop. Oh God, this is pixelated as hell. I'm sorry, team. Turns out I suck. This is Alison and her team standing outside probably a jailhouse, I imagine. Looks kind of semi-courthousey or jaily, doesn't it?
Yeah.
This is the beautiful Alison.
Hi, Alison.
Hi, Alison. You're great. And this is a really cool photo. They must be in the jail here.
Yeah, it
Of
looks
them
like
investigating. And they look like really nice people. You'd look like you'd have a blast with them, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It's such a fun time. So
We
definitely
need to head down there.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I think it's got to be on our bucket list, right? So if you're heading around Australia, pop down there and go and say hi because it'll be fun.
Yeah, yeah. It's some crazy.
Indescribable Octoman says, ha 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 ha.
I laugh at her comments too. Oh, and her accents, yes.
That's 2 years of drama school that got me that right there, right? $20,000 later. Shit. All right, Juliet.
Oh, funny. Cool. Let me just find a picture of Coral Ann Lee. So here she is, the lovely Coral Ann Lee. So she is a creator of Visions from the Realms of Inspiration, which is an oracle card deck. So I met her at a local market. She, again, is a beautiful woman, and she had her son there with her. It was really fun. We had a lot of fun and a lot of banter. So she is a Melbourne-based artist who paints mystical, magical, and visionary art. So she used lots of acrylics and oils. So she identifies herself as a psychic artist and a medium. So yeah, so let me just find some of her artwork.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So she considers herself, so she is a clairvoyant, and she's been open to mediumship for 30 years. So she is artistic and spiritual work, and also a Reiki master and an art teacher. So she hosts workshops that kind of express like mindful art techniques, abstract painting, kind of vision boards, watercolors. She just does some absolutely amazing stuff. It was really hard to try and find the good photos that I wanted to show you. So here is the deck. I have this deck. Now they're all going to make fun of our accents. So her deck. So she has her own gallery, which is called Enchanted Moon Gallery. And she also sells all her pieces through Blue Thumb online art gallery. So
awesome.
Yeah, so she pretty much uses like her artwork and stuff comes to her, and she basically wants people to know about these other realms. And so that's how she does all her art, is through. So here's the little, I don't know if it's going to come up. So okay, so that's the little deck there. So it's back to front, which is really annoying. But what I really liked, what caught my attention with these cards, is like she's got like little alien ships all through stuff.
Yes.
Yes, and so she's got all these ethereal figures. She's got so this is called Promised Adventure. So again, like little alien ships. So her view is like she's introducing you to different realms that are around the world and different gods and goddesses. She does like mermaid stuff as well. She just does some really amazing art, and I don't know what it was. There was just like, so this one's pretty cool. So again, it's like a fairy. So this is the fairy queen, which kind of looks like some city, and another little alien ship, and there's so much stuff going on within these cards and in this artwork, and I absolutely love it. Like it just really took my attention. Yeah, it was, and she's just such a, she's one of those people where you walk up to and you think, oh, you're just such a cool lady. You know what I mean? She gives off that vibe.
Spirit.
She's got a really good spirit, really good heart.
What's her name again, Jules? And I'll just drop her in the comments.
Her name is Coral. And
can you spell that? Coral?
R-A-L, like as in coral, yeah. And with no E, just A-double-N, and Lee, L-E-E.
Cool. Coral and Lee.
And her gallery is called Enchanted Moon Gallery.
Enchanted Moon Gallery.
Yeah.
Cool. You can Google search that one, team.
Yeah. So her oracle deck was basically involved with spirit and communication. So that's how she does her artwork. So she has this through her mediumship and stuff, and so that's how she does it. And she mentions, so this is her introducing great spirits and clairvoyant leaders from various realms. So that's what her artwork and stuff is about. So and she also offers spiritual healings by appointment. Yeah, so she's just, she's done some absolute amazing stuff. She's just very unique compared to, so a lot of them out there.
And there's so many tarot card decks, right?
Yeah, there's tarot and oracle. So this is oracle. So there's difference between the tarot and the oracle. So
I know nothing.
Yeah. So, but her ones, you get some that, you can tell that they're just kind of AI made and stuff. There's a lot of them coming out now, but I don't know there's just something about this deck which has that kind of softness and that kind of just that beautiful kind of feeling to them. So yeah, definitely check her out. Like we said, she's a Melbourne based artist. I think she's from Nari Warren, I think, which is north, south, east, west, somewhere around us. But she goes through to the art, she goes around to all the markets and stuff like that, and it's just really cool just kind of getting her artwork out there and sharing it. And if you want a beautiful oracle deck of cards, definitely do it. Like I love getting like the different ones, and just mainly sometimes for the artwork because it's so beautiful.
So what I was going to ask you is, how do you choose a deck that you want? How do you know that that's the one that you should have?
Look, it's literally like I can go and look at 20 different ones and I'll just pick one up. I don't know. It's like, I don't know whether it's an intuitive feeling, and then you're going through them and looking at the cards and you feel a connection with them. Sometimes it is purely for the artwork. I literally have tarot decks and oracle decks here, which I get just for the artwork because it's just stunning. And that's kind of what I like. I like the, each of these cards here have been painted by her. It's not like it's an AI thing. These are all been hand painted.
She's done it herself.
She has done it herself. So it's absolutely,
that's cool,
a stunning. And don't get me wrong, some of the AI stuff is is amazing as well. There's some really cool stuff there, but when you kind of get to this line, so let me see, so there are 43 cards within this deck, so, and each one has been individually painted, so
that's a lot of artwork. God.
And that's it. And a lot of kind of, because that's it, when people make the tarot decks and they do these oracle decks, it's not like a fast process. There's a lot of feeling and thinking going into it, a lot of talking with spirit with some of them, and what to kind of put into these cards. And like I said, like her ones here, like this fairy queen, there is just so much kind of going on within this card. And for those of you who are on podcasts, there's like this beautiful kind of like forest scene, and there's like an alien ship. It looks like an Atlantis. There's a fairy queen. There's spiders on there. What else is on there? Like a little fairy in the corner. Oh, there's just so much, and you'll find like a lot of the odd native animal that's in her stuff as well. So you could just look at these cards for ages. Yeah,
there's a lot to look at. Yeah.
a
They
lot
kind
to
of
look at.
they really encourage you to use your imagination and kind of jump into that scene almost, right? That's on the card.
I didn't even realize there's actually a koala. There we go. There's the koala up here. I just realized. Yeah.
Keep finding new things.
Yeah, and then that's it. The more you look at these cards and you kind of absorb them and stuff, yeah, you just kind of realize how kind of beautiful and just how much love.
So then what do you use these oracle cards for? What would you use them for? Other than just looking at the artwork, and maybe
some like these ones, yeah. So you can use them for doing your own readings and stuff like that. So some people will pull an oracle card every day just to kind of give them guidance to that kind of stuff. You can do like a yearly spread, a weekly spread, whatever. You're having issues, you go, hey, I just kind of want some answers for a specific thing. So the oracle cards I find are a little bit more gentle and a little bit more it all depends on what you kind of connect with and stuff. People use them for writing, people use them for business, people use them for many, you'd be surprised at how many what types of people that use oracle and tarot cards.
You'd never know, eh?
You'd never know. Yeah. So there's
you certainly don't need to look like a spiritual person or a hippie or a whatever.
No.
To be using tarot cards or oracle cards, and you find a lot of business owners and executives and that sort of corporate people that will delve into that sort of stuff as well.
And that aren't even within this industry, that's the kind of, and I know there's a real thing with the churches, and they're like, oh, they're evil, and don't get me started on that, all kind of stuff. I think it's just, when you've got these organizations that saying don't do yoga, don't do this, don't do that, I have a real issue with that.
And it really just depends on what resonates with you, right? Like, just because
absolutely.
I grew up in a Christian church doesn't mean that I'm going to stop doing yoga. It doesn't mean I'm going to stop doing martial arts. Of what we were told, we cannot do karate and be a part of the church, because in Japanese culture you bow to each other and say onegoshi-masu, thank you very much for your time, or arigato gozaimasu, thank you very much for having me. So there's cultural aspects to the things that you do, and unfortunately the people that are delivering, and I don't believe, and we've talked about this numerous times, I don't believe it's the religion as a whole, it's the people that are delivering said religion that have their ulterior motives and their biases around these things. And I know it's probably going to ruffle some feathers if anyone watches this that are deeply into a religion. I always encourage people, read the books for yourself.
I'm just grabbing a call
for yourself. Really understand it, so that you can have your own interpretation of what these books mean and what these texts tell you. And anything that I choose to do, look, I'm in Encrypted Women's Society and I'm still a Christian, and every time I choose to do anything, I always just have a quick pray or ask what's going on. And just like Juliet will use tarot cards or oracle cards, she's just looking for guidance as well. And so I encourage everyone to not be too dismissive just because somebody is doing something that resonates with them for good intention. So long as your intentions are good, then everything is great. Let's read some comments real quick. That was beautiful.
My iPad's about to die.
That's okay. The indescribable Octoman says her art looks lovely. Yeah, it's really beautiful.
It's
right?
Beautiful.
That you showed us, Jules. Thank you.
Yeah, this
and Mira says I'm sure Brian Froud and Jessica Macbeth's oracle cards. Oh, maybe that's maybe she means I use. So okay, Brian
cool.
Froud and Jessica Macbeth's oracle cards. Cool. We'll have a look at those. And she says I like the Ethiopian Bibles. Yeah, absolutely. Look, so
it's not all girly stuff. Sorry, guys. There is some really cool stuff like the old guy of wisdom.
Yeah, so Juliet's just showing some pictures of the oracle cards of some old old men boys.
Men boys.
Old men boys.
Except the healing you need. Yeah. So it's not all kind of female related.
Yeah,
So
that's
yeah.
cool. Cool cards.
Yeah. So
Love it.
yeah. And she does a lot of mermaid stuff too, which I really love. Her mermaids are
Yeah.
pretty amazing. So
gosh, people
yeah.
are talented, aren't they? I'm so jellyfish.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I just come from a total place of jealousy when it comes to people that can draw. Like I just want to.
Oh yeah. Like we've got artists in the family, and I am not one of them. I am not
And
one
it's
of
not
them at
me.
all. Yeah,
It's not me at all.
it's so funny because like I asked my daughter, my granddaughter the other day, she's like, "Oh, do you want a picture?" I went, "Yeah." She goes, "Give me two things to draw." And I went, "Okay." I said, "I want a Mothman and I want an eye." And I don't know. Oh, I don't know.
Oh, have you got it?
It's not going to show it. Hang on. Oh, background. Now I'm going to see my messy room. But here we go. This is what she drew me. She's 10 years old.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. So this is somebody seeing Mothman through their eyes. So
if you're on a podcast just listening to us, like the kids on Cult of Conspiracy, Juliet is showing her granddaughter's drawing that she drew. It's got the words Mothman at the top, and then it's got like an eye, giant eyeball, seeing Mothman for the first time.
Yeah.
And it says Mothman sighting on it. That's so cool.
Yeah, it's like she's just she is one of those. She has got the artist gene from the family.
Sure does.
Like my mum was an amazing drawer. My son is amazing. He can draw when he wants to. Her grandparents on the other side is an artist. She's a painter. She sells her work. Abby has just, I mean, as Lisa knows, she has just done, I've got Bigfoot and werewolf paintings that she's done 4 years ago, that she's done in drawings, which I've kept. And
when she was like 5 years old, she drew the most amazing picture of Bigfoot.
Oh, and the werewolf with she wanted to do a female werewolf with boobies. So she did a female dog man with boobies, which was just like, it was so funny. So I still have that.
As we do. We all want a female dog man with boobies.
We do.
That's so funny. Oh, I love it. That's
yeah. So
awesome. It's so cool. Well, hey, leading on from your oracle cards with little UFOs all over them, I found a really interesting woman, right? I was like, this is weird, but cool. And so I was like, I have got to showcase you because this is just the weirdest thing I think I've ever seen in my life. So my next one is a lady called Jacqueline Feel It, and this is probably said incorrectly. And I'll pop her name and her link down into the comments. Her name's Jacqueline Fillowit. She is from the Netherlands. And she runs a business called ET Healing, and her website is ethealing.nl for Netherlands, obviously, beyond medicine. So I'm going to read you a little bit and give you a bit of an understanding as to kind of what it is that she does. So Jacqueline is one of the most established names in the European ET healing movement, a structured training-based business model built around the idea of learning to work with what she describes as extraterrestrial teams for personal insight, emotional support, and wellness-aligned practices. So whether someone believes in the concept or not, the business she has built is notable. It is organized, reputable, scalable, and it's designed as a professional service. She stands out as a woman who took a niche idea and turned it into a full training system with clients and students across Europe and beyond. So I was like, ET healing with a whole extraterrestrial team? All right. This sounds
okay.
amazing. So her work began long before she launched ET Healing, as per most women that get into some form of business structure like this in our industry. Jacqueline spent years exploring alternative healing modalities like meditation practices, personal development, all of the above, right? She's trained in a range of holistic-based approaches, basically working with clients that were experiencing stress, burnout, emotional heaviness, and life transitions. So it sounds like she's one of those women that has always been in this kind of caring sort of space, using holistic practices to help her clients work through kind of altered states of wellness, essentially. So Jacqueline's turning point came after what she describes as a series of profound personal experiences that shifted the direction of her work. She began exploring channeling, altered state communication, and therapeutic techniques that focus on intuitive information. So over time, she developed this into a structured method. So obviously, she started having experiences of channeling, right? She was starting to get downloads, because the only way that you can create a framework around it is by having it happen to you, right? I just find it so wild that this is even a thing, but I know it is, and I know there's lots of people out there that channel ETs and that sort of stuff, but obviously that was something that she was starting to communicate with, right? ET Healing was born from basically a structure of session plans, curriculums, and training pathways. She's essentially created this massive framework around helping you to heal or transition using these channeled ET teamwork, essentially.
Wow.
It's pretty crazy, right? She offers like a signature program of 10 session courses. Each session runs for about an hour and a half, probably like counseling sessions, I imagine, or channeling sessions, where she goes through a step-by-step framework and basically teaches people how to educate them and how to connect and how to deal with what they're going through. One of the major reasons Jacqueline is important in this niche is that she represents a non-US European example of a woman offering structured contact-based services professionally, right? So much of the ET UFO spiritual contact stuff is dominated by US voices, right? Most of the people are in the US culture, in the US media. Jacqueline shows that the demand and the entrepreneurial potential is global. Clients come from the Netherlands, Belgium, Germany, Scandinavia, and the UK, and further abroad. Her approach combines European wellness sensibilities with contact-focused spiritual work, making her a unique figure in this part of the industry. Pretty cool, eh?
That's cool.
Yeah,
I'm looking at his site. It's amazing.
It's really wild. And I was just kind of like, oh, you are just really, really cool.
We need to talk to her.
Yeah, she has really built something from very much probably a fringe, very, very fringe, especially through Europe and that sort of stuff. And like she says, you know, coming from kind of the Netherlands and almost competing against the US and saying, but hey, it's over here too. And
it's here too.
These people as well.
It's almost like us, isn't it? With Cryptid Women's Society, it's like, hey, we're down here too. We're in the South Pacific. We have cryptids. We have all this stuff going on down here.
Very much so. And that's kind of what got me, because I was like, man, if you can do it up there, then that really gives credence for anyone else that wants to achieve their dreams of creating a business out of something that has been happening to them, right?
And that's a big part, and it's a big part of why we're doing this, because we also believe that, you know, women should be able to make businesses around, you know, what they love doing, whether it be paranormal, cryptid, UFOs. You know, it's like what we're doing. We are trying to build a business around the stuff that we absolutely love, you know, and really want to, you know, because Lisa and I both come back from a, you know, as we say, entrepreneurial background as far as starting businesses and running businesses, and you know, we really want to kind of encourage women to do the same, and come to us if you need help. Let's let's kind of help you start your business dream, you know, and encourage you and support you along the way. And you know, if there's other women out there in these businesses that are still really small and you're like, oh my God, I can't contact anyone, contact us, man. We're so willing. Come and find us. We're so willing to, you know, share your business and, you know, have you on here, talk about your business and support you. That's, you know, that is literally what Crypto Women's, you know, that's just another side of what Crypto Women's Society is about. And that is something that we, you know, again, we have many plans for Crypto Women's Society, but that is a side of it that, you know, we're really looking at working on later on, is helping women develop these businesses around the supernatural.
Yeah, absolutely. Because there's so, I mean, we've been really blessed. It's so easy to run a business in New Zealand. It's incredible. I think it's deemed the easiest country in the world to set up a business and make money from, right? And in New Zealand, we don't have very many restrictions. There's not much red tape to start up a business. It'll cost you about $55 to register your company, and you're away laughing. And even then, you don't even need to register your company. You could just be a sole trader and start your business. And so Juliet and I have both been really blessed with some amazing business coaches in our back pocket and people that have kind of stepped into that mentor role to really teach us how to make great relationships and how to make awesome connections and how to nurture businesses as a whole, right? And grow them into being something amazing. And then what do you do next with it and that sort of stuff. And I think when you're in a position where you're being gifted that sort of information, it's so important to pay it forward, right?
Yeah.
And that was something that we were always talking about is, sure, like educating, you know, our members and helping them learn and sharing, but also like financially, it's such a struggle these days. Oh my God, the world is tough, right? We know, we're living in it. We're certainly not multimillionaires by any way, shape or form. We struggle every day as well. And we don't want to, you know, we don't want to. And we know there's millions of people, men and women out there that are doing the same. There's also millions of men and women out there that have really, really amazing intuitive brains that have these amazing ideas that come in, but they don't know how to take it to fruition. And so I'm really excited about that part because I've helped numerous people create businesses. And so definitely jumping into that space in the future for sure. And reach out, 100% reach out.
Yeah, absolutely reach out to us. We're all willing. And, you know, and every business that Lisa and I have done, we've learned new things. You know, and we're so open to learning new stuff and learning from other people and you know, and different things. So you never close yourself off when you know, when your business is, it's just a constant learning, constant changing with the times, and you know, and that's a big part of it. So absolutely.
Have you got another one, or do you want me to
I've just got a little one on Unknowing Australia. So she's done an independent zine and shop. So Stacey Ryall, I'm pretty sure she was a young girl that I met probably about 2-3 years ago at one of our little small expos and stuff here. So she's created an independent zine or e-zine or called Unknowing Australia in 2022. So she's always been like interested in peculiar locations, ghost hunting, dark tourism. And so she started kind of writing about her experiences, and that it kind of evolved into her starting her own little online magazine. So so she's like very famous kind of haunted locations in the UK, US and Europe. And there were just certain places that she was like, hey, these aren't really getting the attention that they deserve. So she's done like stuff on them, and a lot of locations and mythology in Australia. So she's got a background in graphic design, so she's been able to do the whole thing independently. I have got, oh, that did not work. Okay.
That did not work. I love e-zines.
That did not work.
I love e-zines. I don't know if that's a really big thing anymore, but I remember like probably 10 years ago, I had all the kids at my youth center making these amazing online little magazines, and it was so cool. So this is one of her little magazines here. So now she receives submissions from writers across the world, which is absolutely amazing, helping you to create engaging content for each issue.
So you can sign up and get her little e-zine here. So how cool is that? I think it's such a and I have a picture of
That's really cool. So for
her. Where is she?
anyone that's listening, that picture
Here
was
she is here.
unknowing, and it had
Yeah,
a giant, like probably a yowie on the front that said
yeah,
tracking the yowie, which was very
yeah.
cool.
So she's also on all on our Instagram and everything like that. So absolutely check her out. She's an absolute darling. And yeah, really, really just amazing stuff that she's done. I think it's so cool. It's very, very
What's
cool.
her name, please, Jules? Can you spell it for
Her
me so I
name
can look for
is
her?
Stacey, Stacey
Yeah.
Ryall, Ryall, and she is a writer and artist from Melbourne. Again, I've stuck to Melbourne and all the locals. So yeah, so this is her.
So the
Yeah,
unknowing.
unknowing Australia. So yeah, so she's got
Australia.
Facebook and
Cool.
Instagram. She's got a little website there. Go check her stuff
Awesome.
out. Yeah,
That's
and
so
support her.
cool.
You want to know more about kind of Australian mythology and haunted sites. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a great little e-zine.
That's awesome.
Zine.
And e-zines are not easy to put together, man. They take a bucket load of research and artwork and time and all of the
Yeah,
above. So at least go and give her a like and share her stuff on your
yeah,
socials. That
absolutely.
actually means a lot. Like when somebody gets a mention or shares on your social, all of your followers and your friends then get to see all of her work. It's a
Yeah,
really big deal for small companies. So go ahead and do it. Like anyone that you know that you go, that person is awesome, share
yeah,
it. Share it, share
yeah,
it,
yeah,
share it,
yeah,
'cause it makes a big difference.
yep,
That's really cool. Cool. I've put her details down into the comments
yep.
of this episode. So if you're looking, go and have a wee squizzy. Hey, well, I'm going to stick in Australia as well, but I'm going to go up to Queensland.
What's it,
Right, yeah.
Queensland?
Or is it Queensland? So I have got a wonderful lady who kind of freaked me out. I've got some very interesting photos to show you as well. She kind of freaked me out, and I thought she's definitely one for the showcase, right? So I've been all over
Okay.
the show so far, but let's come back to a lady called Sylvia Sullivan. Have you heard of Sylvia Sullivan from Queen?
No, depends on if maybe the business if she's attached to it, but not ringing a bell
Mm.
right now.
Well, she runs a haunted doll museum.
Oh, I did not know about that.
And when
That
I
is one
saw
place I
this,
am not going to visit.
thank you. When I saw this, I was like, holy crap, holy. Oh my God, we've got to showcase her
Oh,
business.
wow.
This is not okay. So I'm gonna introduce you to Sylvia.
Is
Um,
this the one that they had them in a house and then the house got sold? No?
Potentially, I'm not sure, but
Okay.
she definitely has it in a historical pub now.
Oh,
So
cool.
okay,
We can
let's
get
move on.
drunk and do paranormal.
There's definitely ghosts in the pub and there's probably ghosts in the doll. So, it's a sandwich.
So, and then
A
you
ghost
drink the
sandwich.
spirits and then, woo.
Perfect. Okay, so Sylvia Sullivan is one of the most distinctive figures in Australian supernatural tourism landscape, not because she sought fame or notoriety, but because she created something so unusual and so personal that it actually drew attention. A full haunted doll museum housed in a historic pub filled with, get this, 27,000 dolls.
Oh my God, that is like my worst nightmare. I don't like clowns, but I would take a clown over a freaking doll. So what's her name?
Her name is Sylvia Sullivan. Sylvia Sullivan, and it's literally called the Haunted Doll Museum. It's up in Queensland in a place called Maryborough. Maryborough. Borough. She collected these dolls across years of migration, travel, and storytelling. Her museum is one of the largest and most unique doll collections in Australia. And the way she turned it into a business demonstrates creativity, persistence, and the entrepreneurial instinct that defines many women-led supernatural ventures. In other words, she had a really rough childhood and basically went, screw this, I'm going to be successful. So she came to Australia from Slovakia, where her childhood and her early adulthood was shaped by European folklore, superstitions, and long cultural history of dolls and protective objects like tokens and playthings and things like that, right? They carry family memories. When she moved to Australia, she carried that part of her upbringing with her. She was collecting dolls that started as a comfort, right? She really loved dolls, and fair enough, I really loved dolls when I was little as well. Now that I'm in the paranormal field, hell to the no, right? We don't do that.
I never had dolls. I got given one Barbie and I gave it a mohawk the very next day, so I was never brought another doll. I was not into dolls. I was not to Disney. I was just like, nope, not interested.
Oh, that is so funny. Well, apparently Sylvia loves them and still loves them because she's got 27,000 of them.
Oh my God.
So she started collecting dolls as a way of comfort, or in a way to, you know, collect the memories of her hometown and like kind of where she left and that sort of stuff. But over time, collecting became a passion and probably somewhat of an obsession after 27,000. She started searching op shops, which are our secondhand shops, markets, online auctions, estate clearances where you get the best stuff, and private sellers. Her collection grew steadily until it reached numbers few people would ever imagine storing.
So is this in Junie, Maryborough?
Yes.
Okay.
Could be Junie, but it's in Maryborough, so I don't know if Junie's in
I
there.
found her.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Have you got photos?
Yeah, I've got photos.
Creepy.
Yeah. So some of sorry, I beg your pardon. Sylvia's turning point came when she and her husband acquired the historic Maryborough Hotel. The building already had the bones of an old world location, creaking floorboards, architectural quirks, and we know like the old Australian pubs, the historical ones are so cool, right? Most of them have got like gargoyles on them or dragons or pretty amazing kind of crazy stuff going on. They're real cool.
A lot of Gothic, especially here in Melbourne, a lot of Gothic style buildings, and very,
really,
very cool.
So let's house 27,000 old dolls in this really cool old Gothic style building. So Sylvia recognized immediately that she had a really great opportunity to merge her enormous doll collection with the building's history. Instead of keeping them all boxed away, she decided she would set them up and transform the building into the haunted doll museum. Just so weird.
Oh, like this is like literally giving me feelings already. So I'm like looking at it going, ugh.
I know, right? I knew you would, because we've already been through this on a couple of different like kind of locations where we started looking at like castles, and one of them we looked at, we were like, nope, that's a bad room. We're like, nope.
I'm like, oh, okay, no. Like this is literally giving me
so as a part of Sylvia's business, you can do a guided tour where she leads visitors through themed rooms and shares the history of particular dolls. She does story-based experiences where, you know, the origin of certain dolls and how they came to her, and any reported activity associated with them. She does event nights like holidays and special interest groups. She does photography sessions for paranormal teams and curious visitors, which would be so interesting. And she does a donation pathway where people send her dolls they no longer want, continuously replenishing her stock and ensuring fresh material for the museum. So I've got some images.
Oh, I just literally turned off her pictures. Oh my God. Okay, we're good.
I love that. So that was a picture of Jacqueline. That's a picture of Alison. And this is a picture of Sylvia's dollhouse and Sylvia. Sorry, let me just pop in.
Stunning dresses that she has.
This is
oh my
Sylvia
gosh,
in costume. And you can see this beautiful Victorian style dress she's got, but you can also see a hell of a lot of other stuff behind her, and you can see the dolls in the little cabinet. It looks really interesting though, although there's bucket loads of dolls in there.
I would love to do this place. I would like, I would definitely go up with like black protection all over me, like tourmaline and every other sort of protection I could possibly find before I go into that house. But yeah, it's just, there was one doll I found on there. I was like, oh, Lordy.
What about this one?
It's just, oh.
Let's just take the time to quickly look at this photo.
Can you make that full screen? Because at the moment, like, oh, it's full screen for you. Okay, it's not showing full screen for me, but that's okay. Hopefully it is full screen.
Yeah, it's full screen for everyone. Have a look behind. I like the photos behind. Oh, there's a clown. Sorry, Mira. Oh no, I have no problems with clowns, but I do dislike the dolls. Oh shit, sorry.
Yeah, me too.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
There's some pretty wild things in here, and obviously she's holding her little freak baby that she likes to actually create. So she's actually a creator of dolls as well, and she takes old dolls, or she actually creates little kind of weird cryptids and things. So some of the dolls will have spiky ears, or they'll have
Awesome.
two heads, or whatevs. So she's very creative in her weirdness, which we love. This is
That's
one
the
of my
doll. I
favorite
do not like this one.
So sorry, everyone. Oh my
Oh,
Lord. Also look
I
at the
don't
ones
like it.
behind her.
Yeah.
Just look at the other ones. Just have a quick squizzy. Holy jeepers. I'm so sorry, everyone. I do like Sylvia a lot, though. I feel like I'm friends with her.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord, I'm so sorry. And this is the last picture I've got. I'm so glad that we've
okay, that's all right. That's not too bad.
Here we go. So this is the outside of the pub where she runs the doll museum. She is fantastic. So if you ever head up to Queensland, to Maryborough, please go and visit. Let us know how it goes. If you live down the road from it, let us
how it goes. Did you get haunted?
Do you get haunted?
Did you bring something home? Maybe.
Oh my Lord. So I just wanted to share that with you because I
funny.
thought that was really weird. I've never heard of a haunted dollhouse before, or a doll museum, I beg your pardon. And that kind of, the fact that it was in Australia, I was like, well, you're obviously adding to the list. Obviously.
Yeah. That is that's just creepy.
Does that make you want to go though? Do you want to go and visit?
Makes me want to vomit, to be honest. Like
sorry to everyone that's just listening to this as well. If you want to see these photos, you can Google search her, or you can jump onto our YouTube channel and have a wee watch of them, because it's weird, man. And
she's got fairy stuff there as well. She's saying fairies and haunted.
But I don't think it's the nicey fairy, the Disney.
There's nothing nice about that stuff at all.
And I can imagine there would be a shitload of paranormal activity going on. Could you just imagine, right? Imagine this, right? Walking through that pub, that museum at night with a torch, and the eyes follow you. 27,000 dolls following you. Jesus, no, that's not okay.
No, not happy with that at all.
Let's move on. We love you, honestly. Smashing it.
It has not given me good happy vibes at all.
Mira says me too with a spew face.
Yeah, like okay.
So yeah, juju, bad juju.
There is something going on there.
Ooh,
yeah.
It's exciting.
Some of those dolls need an exorcism.
I have to take someone from the Catholic Church with us.
Yeah, we'll be like, okay, splash holy water, it just explodes into flames.
Oh God, we're leaving.
We're out of here. I'm done.
Oh yeah, Mira says Doll Island. Yeah, absolutely. So if you haven't looked into Doll Island, definitely look into that. That is one spooky hell of an island, man.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Would you go to Doll Island with a couple of hundred, or would you go to the haunted doll museum with 27,000?
Oh, well, that one's closer, which is really annoying. So we'd probably just go that one first.
That's an astronomical number, like far out, man.
Yeah. No, there is quite a lot of stuff going on up in kind of Brisbane, Queensland, all around there. Same as down here. You've got yowies, you've got like UFOs, you've got haunted doll museums. Everything. And that's the really cool thing is when you start looking into your local area, you're surprised at what you find. These little random places pop up and you're like, wow, okay.
Because seriously, like I had no idea that Sylvia and her museum existed.
No, me neither.
And now I feel
cool. It's very
gutted
cool.
because I feel gutted because when we went to
We could have
we
visited.
could have
Yeah.
gone there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So but we'll see. We'll definitely do some sort of an adventure over there. I'll make Juliet do it because she's
I'll make my son go.
Oh my God, yeah. We'll make Seppa go. Seppa's in Brisbane. She can pop up there for us.
Yes.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
she would have a nightmare. She would
She wouldn't go.
not be happy. She would go.
She'll rock up there and be like, nope.
Nope, nope, no. Yeah, she's Catholic. She's amazing. We love her. Do you have anyone else that you'd like to showcase? Because I have one.
No. Look, there's so many different women out there. I haven't kind of put up any more. It just like honestly, look through our Instagram. There are so many women, so many different things. You know, we've got Raven, we've got you know, different women, especially here in Australia, that do many different things. So yeah, I didn't know how much time we would have, but just really showcase these women. Absolutely.
Well, I've got
the
one
guys
more.
just go.
I've got one more, which is
no more dolls.
no more dolls. No, she's over in America. And actually, like we were talking about New Orleans for quite a while when we were talking about vampires and stuff. And so I kind of got drawn into this kind of place in New Orleans. And I was like, oh, we haven't really done one in the States. So, okay, let's save this for the very cherry on the top because we do love our American friends. And we've done a lot of women, showcased a lot of women in Australia, one in the Netherlands. So let's pop over to America. And you tell me, Jules, if you've heard of this lady and her business. Her name is Mary, in quotation marks, Bloody Mary Millan.
Yes.
And she does Bloody Mary's tours, haunted museum and spirit shop in the US.
Bloody
Awesome. So I'm going to read you a little bit about her and give you kind of some ideas. And then I've got some really cool photos of what she does. I really loved her business. It's so structured and laid out well. Website is just so good.
She's funny. She's real funny. I've seen her talking and stuff like that. Yeah, she's very cool. She's very cool.
Yeah. So okay, so Mary, in quotation marks, Bloody Mary Millan is one of New Zealand's. We can't own her.
New Orleans.
No, one of New Orleans' most recognizable cultural storytellers, known for blending local history, family lineage, and ancestral, oh my God, coffee, and ancestral traditions into a supernatural business that is uniquely tied to the city she grew up in. Unlike many ghost tour companies that swoop into New Orleans and market the city as a, caricature, Mary is local, she's generational, and she's deeply rooted in the traditions that she teaches. Her authority isn't borrowed. It comes from being raised in New Orleans, shaped by its spiritual landscape, and educated in its history long before she turned anything into a business, which I love. I was like, she is a local, true and true, right?
Yeah.
Born and raised in New Orleans, her early life was, exposed to like a blend of Catholic religion, Caribbean, Sicilian, Native, and African influence practices that defined her religion, spiritual identity, which I love. She's got a mixture of all of these different ideas that have kind of formed her belief systems.
Yeah.
She studied psychology, sociology, and religion. And those are the foundations of her work, always returning to what she learned when she grew up: respect for the ancestors, the role of community traditions, and the understanding that New Orleans holds centuries worth of layered cultural memory.
I think that's it with people that work within these industries. You come from so many different backgrounds. You're not just kind of focused on one thing. You've got different things influence your thinking, not so much influence, but learning, and and the way you kind of absorb stuff. And absolutely.
Yeah. And it really changes. It changes your paradigm, right? When your systems are altered, it changes the paradigm that you live in. So Mary officially launched Bloody Mary's tours as a way to offer something New Orleans was missing: locally run supernatural tours grounded in real history and cultural respect. She refuses to follow the mass market ghost tour model, which we know is prevalent in New Orleans and other types of kind of areas like that as well. That relies on scripted performances, exaggerated legends, or horror movie storytelling. And instead, she She crafts tours that highlight the anthropology, the migration, and the community heritage built behind each location. Her tours cover historic hauntings. She goes into burial traditions. She goes into Creole and Voodoo cultural history, community rituals, and then lesser known accounts that are part of her local oral history as well.
Awesome.
So she's a storyteller, yeah, which I love. She goes into cemeteries, neighborhood walks, and she's also just added van tours, which is really cool. She does voodoo education sessions, ancestor work workshops, and private spiritual consultations. She's also developed a signature experience that blends folklore education with cultural literacy. So she teaches visitors about altars, ritual objects, historical figures, and the lived traditions of local people. Absolutely love it. She's also just added a spirit shop, which is essentially drink, which I love. And the museum is housed in a 19th century building associated with documented historical events and all of that sort of stuff. Obviously, it has to be
Awesome.
a building that has a bucket load of history attached to it, right? The museum has oh gosh, all sorts of bits and pieces in there, including jewelry, including books, candles. You can buy yourself a whole heap of herbs and altar supplies as well. And then obviously you can go into the spirit shop and have yourself a good old time in there too. Yeah, I just think she's so cool. I really can't wait to kind of get down to New Orleans because
that is definitely on our bucket list, isn't it?
Yeah,
Just like,
absolutely.
wow, the
and
history.
So if you haven't been to her website, jump on there. I'm going to drop it into the into the chat now. Whoa, Bloody Mary tours in New Orleans. And go give her a like and go and support her and everything else. And if you're heading down to New Orleans, go and pop down there and let us know how it goes, because you know sometimes the reviews aren't truthful, and we want to know kind of what is it actually like. It looks pretty amazing. I think the reviews are
yeah, she's pretty cool. Yeah. She seems to be, she only on TikTok. She doesn't have Instagram or anything like that.
I have no idea.
Have a look.
Sylvia Sullivan.
I know she does. Yeah, she's got Instagram and Facebook and Twitter, Pinterest.
Oh, cool.
So
For everything.
Yeah, she's got a bit of everything. So that would be very cool.
So she was my last one because I was like, voodoo? Ooh, all of the
above. And that would be, it'd be very cool to get her on to talk about that whole, because it's something that we haven't really covered, because it's not a big thing down here for us. So speaking to somebody about that would be really cool. So apparently you can go and do voodoo dolls, making dolls with her. I remember we used to have little voodoo dolls all the time.
A couple of those actually. Yeah, she'd be really interesting to have a conversation with. Maybe we'll invite her to come and join us in some dungeon talk.
That would be very cool. I would like to.
And that's it, like I think if you ever want to go and find information, it's always important to go to the source, right? Or somebody that knows the source. It would be ridiculous of us to try and learn what voodoo looks like and all of these other sort of practices, these cultural practices, when I'm in New Zealand talking to another New Zealander. That would be right? Like, sure, that person might know, but doesn't mean that they have these ancestral connections. And that's what you want, right? You want that ancestral energetic connection down through the generations. And that's why when you speak to a Māori person, when you speak to a Native American person, when you speak to an Aboriginal person, you're getting those levels of generational connection, right? Of those ancestral connection. And that's what you want. Because that's where you learn the good stuff.
Yeah, and she looks real crazy, so she's like, oh
she does. Oh, I've got some photos. Hang on, wait.
Yes, photos. Show us.
Why am I so useless with the photo thing at the moment?
I don't know.
Fucking heck. I'm so sorry. I'm just a little bit slow on the whole uptake thing, I think. But do you know what it is? I think it's just because I haven't had any coffee. I'm trying to be behaved. So this is, I know, well behaved.
Better at English today.
This is Mary doing one of her sessions, so you can see everyone looking, and she's doing a reading of some sort. So she looks lovely there. Bit of weird eye shine in the back. That could be a demon.
Oh,
I don't know. I thought this one was quite cool.
Just
This is
cool.
obviously some sort of hoodoo voodoo
Ritual thing going on.
going on. So here she is just sitting on a stump outside, obviously with some sort of ritual and some sort of headpiece on, which looks like it has feathers and
yeah,
it's got a bone around her neck and things like that. But she looks pretty
cool.
interesting and cool. And my last image, thanks for listening and waiting, I appreciate it, is this beautiful black and white portrait of Mary leaning over a couch, looking with sultry eyes into the camera.
Look at her go. Yeah, no, she looks like she would be a very, very fun person. So her Instagram is called Bloody Mary Nola. So BLOODYMARYNOLA. Bloody Mary Nola on Instagram. So look her up. She has got some really cool pictures on there, and yeah, just really cool. Just kind of connect up with these women and stuff, and like, follow. Yeah.
Absolutely. And if you're not on our social media, get over there and like and follow us and share us. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, do it now. Yeah, troublemakers, get in it. And if you're listening to this on Cult of Conspiracy, get your butt over to YouTube. Do it now. Don't just leave silly comments. Get in and support us. We are also a small business. We're hoping to be a bigger business at some point. We've got lots of things coming, like Juliet said, but right now we are small and we need support as well. So get your butts over there. Jules, have you got anyone else to showcase this fun day?
No, I do not. I would just like to remind you about Coral Ann Lee and how amazing she is with her little vision stuff here, and also the amazing Katie Hollywood. Oh, there we go.
That's terrible. We can't
I don't know. There we go. Don't awesome. Yeah. So check them out. Go into the links. You'll find their stuff there. Go and check them out. Go see their stuff. And yeah, like we said, like, support them, and just go, hey, we heard about you and you're amazing. And
give them some love, because that goes a long way, right? It goes a long way when somebody messages us and goes, we love what you're doing. We go, oh my God, we'll keep going. Okay. All right.
And it always kind of happens like at the point when we're just like, oh my God. So yeah,
we've had enough.
We've had enough. Yeah, it's too much going on. And you know, everybody gets like that. And it's very cool. It's very, very cool.
And Mira says, I will join when my identity theft is cleared up. Girl, you take your time. Please message us when you're ready. Send us an email when you're ready. And I will make sure that we sort it out, right?
I'll hook you up. Yeah.
I do the membership stuff. So just send it to me and I will make sure that that is locked and loaded.
I have been through that about 2 years ago, Dylan, and it is shit. So
it's horrendous. We will sort you out. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, you have been truly amazing, truly. We did a little announcement here. I'm going to do an announcement again right now. On the first week of December, we are going to be joined for an exclusive members-only Q&A in cryptidwomensociety.com. All you have to do is become a truth seeker, because we have the most amazing host of Expedition X joining us, the amazing Heather Amaro. She is coming on to answer all of our questions. And as Juliet said, she has a bucket load.
I have questions.
There are questions in my brain. I have a lot of questions for Heather as well. I cannot wait. She does not do these exclusives. I haven't seen her on any other shows because she was kind of a little bit secretive and wasn't sure if she was allowed to. But she's been given the green light. She's got the go ahead, and she is going to come and join our members VIP exclusive Q&A with us. So if you want to come and ask her some questions, get real-time answers, everything's on the table, you have to join Cryptid Women's Society. All you have to do is become a Truth Seeker member at cryptidwomensociety.com, and then you're in. You can come and join that Q&A. And alongside Heather, we have some of the most amazing other guests that are coming through our Shadow Talk interviews. And in fact, in 2 days, I'm talking to Scott from Mysterious Planet, who has done all the disclosure stuff. He was at all those congressional hearings. I cannot wait to talk to him. And then the next day, we have Animal from the expedition, the Animal Expedition Files. He's going to talk to us about paranormal diving.
Oh, insane. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of pretty much something new that we've learned, isn't it, this year, is that you can go do paranormal diving. Like, how insane is that?
Are these like the two scariest things ever, being in deep ocean water and seeing ghosts? What? I
know. Ghost shark. Yeah, you become like,
oh my God, is it a ghost shark or is it a ghost person? I have so many questions. I don't know. But yeah, so those are just two of our interviews coming up. Plus, Heather Amaro, co-host of Expedition X, is coming up. And we have numerous other interviews. So join, subscribe. I can't say that 3 times fast. And thank you for everyone that already has. You are truly amazing. We love our community and we love y'all who have come to join us. And if you ever want to come to New Zealand or Australia, we will accommodate you.
We shall, and we will take you out and we will show you spirits.
Oh, what? We're taking them to the pub.
Well, I don't know.
We'll take you to the pub and paranormal investigation.
And we can show you fairy caterpillars that will kill you.
We'll just take you on an expedition of everything that could kill you.
Yeah.
And look, no doubt you're going to see a drop bear. No doubt.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Drop bears they're pretty bad. They're coming into summer, so the drop bears are coming out. So watch out for tourists.
Koalas and hoop snakes are the other one.
Hoop snakes, yeah.
Not to be trusted in Australia.
No.
I tell you what, just bypass Australia and come to New Zealand. It's fine.
It's safer.
We'll bring Juliet home. It's way safer. We've only got we've only got like moiho here, Bigfoot. We've got some tanifas in the ocean.
Yeah.
We've got giant wetters. They're really cool. Like
they're cool.
Spider things. They're pretty choice.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Yeah, it's good.
They won't hurt you. They'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Right, we're going to leave you all to it. We love your work. We hope you enjoyed the show.
You. Yeah.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Juliet. It was lovely hanging out with you.
Yes, and like we said, if you have any local businesses, and especially women-run businesses, chuck them in our links. Let us know about them. We would love, or you're doing a business, let us know. We would love to support you. And come and tell us about your business. We'd love to know. Anything within the supernatural, UFO, ancient city, anything like that. That is kind of where we're at. So let us know.
Real. Exciting times.
Real.
Love it. Love it. And on that note, we're outies. Okay, bye. We're just gonna wait.
Bye, guys. We'll wait for it to finish. Boom, chaka, chaka.
What? Why are you singing porn music?
Boom, chaka, chaka.
And now there's a Yeti in underwear on the screen. Oh my God. Oh, whoa. Show us the butt.
My butt.
Oh my gosh. And he's got real teeth, which is really weird.
Yeah, it's really disgusting. Look at him. No, he's pretty cool. He's very cool.
All right, he's made it to the screen. We're out of here. Everyone say goodbye.
Bye.
See you next week.